Good morning. Well, here we are on April 5th. I hope you're reading along with me in the book of Exodus. And this week we are studying Exodus 1 through 5. And today I want to talk to you about some very important women in the book of Exodus. Find ourselves at the beginning of the book with a Pharaoh who does not remember Joseph. So we know that the Israelites have been in Egypt for a very long time. And here we are 400 years after the Israelites came to Egypt with only 70 people. And now we have multitudes. And this new Pharaoh who does not know God and who does not remember Joseph realizes that the children of Israel, the children of Jacob, have multiplied, and there are way too many of them, and they are way too mighty, according to what scripture tells us. Well, this made this Pharaoh very, very nervous about the power of God's people. So what he did is he didn't want to get rid of them because they were way too valuable for the Egyptian economy. So he made them slaves. And so we find God's people in great slavery. And it says that they were bitter with hard labor. It was a very, very difficult, sad time in the lives of God's people. Now, I don't believe that his people were slaves for 400 years. I think it wasn't until this Pharaoh rose up and decided he needed to put them in their place, so to speak. So he made them go into hard labor. But even so, they continued to multiply and get stronger. So now we're in an even more difficult situation. And what we find is that Pharaoh decides that he is going to kill the male children to try to stifle the population of the Israeli people so that they don't continue to multiply. But we see some women who God used to make a huge difference in these people's lives. And so we start with, first of all, Pharaoh tries to get the midwives for the Israeli women to kill the male children while the woman is giving birth. And so we find two women, Shiprah and Puah, and they said no. We find great courage for these women that they are like, we're not going to do this. This does not honor our God. So they have great courage, they have great conviction, and God gives them a home. He establishes homes for them because these midwives didn't have their own families and they were delivering other people's babies. God now gives them their own families and their own babies. So that's the way that God rewards these women. Next time, we're going to talk about how God uses women in saving the people of Israel. And it's exciting to see the role that they play. And as you go into your day today, I want you to think about, what does God want you to do to save the lives spiritually of your grandchildren? Obviously, Jesus is the one who saves them, but what role does he have for us to come in and to make a difference? What kind of courage and conviction do we have to save the lives of the next generation? Our world is in a horrible place, and our country is just a mess. And what is God calling us to do to make a difference, to rescue souls who are perishing, and children who are being taught that they are God and that they can do whatever they want? What role does God call us to? And maybe through a grandparents' camp, we can make a difference in the lives of our grandchildren. Thanks for joining me today, and I'll talk to you later.